Hey there, my name is Mike Munzing. I have been a mortgage lender down here in Orange County for about 20 years. Every week I try to put something together for you here on videos, just to kind of cover the issues that are pertaining to our industry, the real estate industry, the lending industry, relating issues that are affecting you guys with your buyers, because it is so critical now to know what is going on. You need guys like me out here that know and research and look into what is happening and what's affecting our buyers. Once again, each month, I cover the foreclosure report. So we're gonna go over that. Came out a couple of days ago. We're gonna cover the issues on that. First of all, I always like to remind you to take a look at my rate sheet on my website, print that out from www.mikemunzing.com. Take that to your open house. You can break it down. The one thing that is saving our industry right now are the rates are staying insanely low. Historic lows. Yeah, they're being supplemented by the government a little bit, but it still helps our buyers. Since we lost the $8,000 homebuyer tax credit, the market has slowed up a bit, but these rates are still keeping us in the game. The foreclosure report that I use is from a gentleman by the name of Sean O'Toole. Sean O'Toole is the founder and the CEO of Foreclosure Radar. He's by far the best, doing it the longest, very complete information, and puts out a great report every month. If you are not a subscriber to Foreclosure Radar, I know a lot of you are because it is helpful, helps you figure out what's going on, especially if you're looking for buyers who are potentially looking for a foreclosure purchase. But they cover a lot of great information. Each month, they send out this report. You could take a look at it here. It's got the great charts and graphs on it. I take that information, I readjust it into my own charts for visibility here on the video, but we're going to go over that information right now. And this is the report for the month of May for 2010. Now, the interesting thing that's going on is that well, let me read what Sean says. He says that given the staggering number of delinquent home loans, foreclosure activity should be rising, not falling, as we found again this month. For the last few months, the foreclosure activity has been falling. Very frustrating. He says, we have recently witnessed a number of cancellations where the owners have vacated the property and are clearly not working to modify their loans or complete a short sale. This is the biggest mystery that we're finding. I think a lot of you know my feelings as it pertains to our federal government right now, but issues like this are where nothing makes sense right now. Last week's video I mentioned some of this, but there's no sense to that. They're canceling the foreclosure process, the lenders are, when the people have obviously moved out of the homes, are not trying to do a modification, and are not pursuing a short sale. Why in the world would the lenders be canceling those properties? I'm very interested to find out, and I don't think any of us are going to like the answer to that. But let's jump into these charts and see what's happening as far as the numbers that are out there for us. Okay, the first chart we're going to be looking at here are the notices of default. That's that first stage where the properties initially get that filing of a notice of default, which starts the process for the foreclosures. And as you can see, basically from March of '09, a steady decline, a little blip there at the end. Currently it's at 23,911 properties. It's a month-to-month loss again of 17.25% as it drives down here. We'll run through a bunch of charts here. The next step, once again, is the notice of trustee sale. That has been that secondary filing where they give the date, and we've seen a real jagged history of that. But once again, we see a few months tail spinning down here a little bit to 27,841, 11.88% drop from the previous month. Next, we will jump into the properties that after they went to the foreclosure sale, these are the ones that actually went back to the lender who filed for the foreclosure sale, and that has dropped 5.75% to about 13,775 properties, once again, here in California. So you can see that's been jumping up and down across the grid there, and the last couple of months heading downward just a little bit. Next, we've had the area that has been jumping. You can see the real steady trend over the last year, and that is the properties that actually went back, or actually went to a third-party buyer. The investors came in. That's buying the home off the steps of the courthouse. You can see that's a little over 4,000 properties for the month of May, and that's a decrease from the previous month of about 6.73%. And now we have the last stage that is the cancellation stage, which is down another 6.28%, and that's at 17,280 properties that are canceled. That's that big mystery I just mentioned, where it doesn't make sense. These properties are vacant. There's no modification going on. There's no short sale going on, and yet the lenders canceled the foreclosure process. It's a mystery. It is a mystery. But that is, once again, 17,280. Next is a few charts here that kind of show us some other numbers here. This is the properties that are in pre-foreclosure. Haven't quite gone to foreclosure. They're the backlog of properties that are in pre-foreclosure. It's 144,105 because of the cancellations and some of the ones that have been sold. You can see a real slow decline on that as you look across the top, and that is down about 5.67%. It has been just a little trickle down there. Next would be the homes that are actually scheduled for sale. They've gone to the trustee. The notice of trustee sale has been out. They actually have a scheduled date for sale. That's 132,269 properties, and that is down just under 4% month over month. And you can see that's kind of peaked and it's starting to head downward a little bit. And finally, the overall inventory. Sean O'Toole over at Foreclosure Radar has worked some numbers trying to figure out what is the inventory that have not been resold, that the lenders have taken back in the foreclosure process, and they're estimating about 87,964 properties, and that has, as you can see, slowly been declining and leveled off now over the last few months, down about 2.26% from the previous month. I know this information wasn't earth-shattering. It is very, very suspicious as to what's going on, but I hopefully you find it helpful. Hey, we're heading into a weekend. Should be beautiful. Rates are looking great. The biggest thing is I am out here for you. I'm out here for your buyers to help you get them qualified. I'm going to bring up on my screen my online application that is on my website. I've got lots of tools on my website. If you haven't looked at my website, once again, www.mikemunzing.com. Go to the online application, look it over. Your client can fill that in, hit submit at the bottom, comes right to me on a secure email. Very clear, very easy to use, and we can get them qualified quickly, get their credit pulled, and know exactly what they can do. I'm looking forward to helping you guys. I've been out here a long time. I know a lot of you over the years. I've been to these meetings. I was at the broker preview meetings this week, and I've been going to those for darn near 20 years. And it's good to see some new faces out there. Some new folks are still getting into the business. But it is time where we all need to work. And that's why I'm fighting so hard to get these buyers qualified for you. I feel as though we've never had to work as hard as we do now to try to make a living in this industry. We're still trying to give that absolute 100% great service to our clients and get them the lowest rate, the best program, whether they need FHA, VA, conventional, Fannie, Freddie. I always want to make sure I've got great investors available for you, and I do. So call me at 949-689-5626. You can email me, find me on Facebook, you can find me on Twitter. I've got all that information out there. Social media is fantastic. You should look into it if you're not using it. And once again, my YouTube channel, which is great. So each week I bring these videos to you. All right, have a great weekend. I'm here for you. I'm here for your buyers. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless America. Take care. Bye-bye.
This is the house we used to live in. This is a place I used to know. This is the house we